Hello, this is Rebecca here, and welcome back to the 12 Days of Christmas Journaling. And today my video is going to be about daily prompt ideas. And what I mean by daily prompt ideas is basically, you could use it with your journaling, or you can also use it with your your December daily, which you do it on a daily basis. Or if you're not into doing everything like daily, there's also, I found this thing on Pinterest that I thought was very interesting, and so I'm going to share it with you today. And so I kind of wanted to go over, I know a lot of us, including myself, decorate, like I've already had my tree up, and then I haven't done outside lights or anything like that yet, but that was the main thing. For one, I love to have my tree up. I probably would have it up before Thanksgiving if I didn't get any. My husband's like, no, after Thanksgiving. So, but I know that I want to document that in my December daily or in my journal. And so now I might already do it in my daily journal. I don't even know. I think I took pictures. For some reason it just seems like I cooked a big meal and I was just really busy. So I may just write about it, but there's going to be times that you do things prior to December 1st, especially if you're going to be doing the December daily type documentation. So my suggestion, my idea, what I do is, there's going to be days that you may not even leave the house, or if you leave the house, you go to the grocery store, you come back, and so you don't really have something that you do on a daily. And I'm going to touch base on that also because I had a thought, but that may be a day, like say, I don't know, for instance, let's look at our calendar here. Like I kind of filled in little things that we have going on, but like say for instance on Tuesday, December 5th, it's just a mundane day. I go to work, I come home, I cook supper, nothing eventful. Well, I could talk about that day. I could say, well, I'm going to do the documentation of on the weekend of Thanksgiving, we decorated our tree. So I can go ahead and add my photos, I can add my journaling and all my fun little creative things in there as well. So I just wanted to touch base on that too, because I know a lot of times I'm like, well, I didn't decorate on December 5th, how can I document that? And it used to really bother me a while back, but it's like, well, I want my tree up as soon as possible because I love it. And so I always do it around Thanksgiving. So anyway, that's just one idea of daily prompts. But I wanted to tell you, if you want to go onto Pinterest, they have some great ideas. And these are some I saved to a board that I just called December Daily. Excuse me. And these are some of the ones that I found. This is like December album ideas, and it basically has 34 different ideas. Ice skating, holiday drinks, Secret Santa gift exchange, what does your city do, like a parade, those kind of things. So this just kind of gives you some ideas if you're going, well, I don't know, what am I going to document for 25 days, especially if you're doing December daily. And you don't have a lot of things planned. So that's one thing. But this is the thing that I found that, let me see if I can give somebody some credit here. When I printed it out, it looks horrible because I can't tell. But I will try to find that. I'll look on it on Pinterest. And I definitely want to link that below because I think this is such a great idea. And what this does is it gives you daily writing prompts. And I think even my daughter, because she loves to write and she loves to journal and tell stories. So like number 1, it says, describe the weather outside today. How does it make you feel? Well, I love that. What if it's sunny and hot like it's been here lately? Well, I don't like it because it doesn't feel like Christmas. It's like, it feels like you need to be, getting ready to go to the beach or something, you know what I mean? So just different things like that. And I just think this is such a clever idea. Write a funny story titled The Lost Elf. That would definitely be something that my daughter would like to do. So I definitely am going to keep this one handy. And then, so there's just a lot of things. Here's a Smash Book Challenge. I thought, it says your favorite Christmas cookie. Well, mine is Spritz cookies, and so I thought, well, that would be cute to tell the story of Spritz, because we were raised with making Spritz, and talking about put a picture of your Spritz cookies in there, or put the recipe, or talk about where you got the recipe, those kind of things. So anyway, definitely check out Pinterest. It's got tons of ideas. So So that's one thing I'm going to do today, and I wanted to show you kind of how I'm going to prepare, for example, how I'm going to prepare for doing some daily things that have already happened prior to December. So one of the things is my daughter's, she's so funny, she, well, let's see here. She started decorating, and she wrapped the lights around her, and I just love that picture. So I took a picture of her. I'm going to cut that out, and I'm going to create a little kit here. So this is going to be one of those days that, maybe, even on the 3rd or something like that, and I can talk about us getting into the Christmas and how excited she gets and those kind of things. So I'm going to create a little kit that I can put together. I had one in here like this, deck the halls. So that could be because she really is decking the halls there. So that's just some ideas. I'm just going to like pull a couple things out that reminds me of her. And I guess that's my only one. I thought there was another one in here. So, I'm going to pull this out because this is one I'm going to talk about too. Where is that? I just saw it. By the way, I know my desk, I'm going to show it to you guys later. I kind of am so embarrassed. But, you've been creating, right, for a week. And things are going to get messy. So, things got messy. Things are messy over here. But I also wanted to tell you one other thing. Like, say for instance, too, this is when I had that thought, so it doesn't go away and I don't talk about it. But say for instance, if you're at home, you're not doing anything, you just stayed home, and you're like, I don't have anything to write today. I've already covered all my stories. But that's the other thing that's cool about this, these December dailies is, and I remember talking to somebody in the scrapbooking world, this was a long time ago, and she goes, I don't understand why people would want to take a picture of their coffee mug. I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me. But to me it does. I mean, everybody's different. And so, let's see here. This is actually put out by, we all know that look, I can't think of the scrapbooking line, but, what did it, I think I saw it on here, like something to drink, or, to me, that's part of who I am, is I love coffee, and so I drink a lot of coffee. Well, I have to have fun mugs, right? So that's one of the things that I'll take a picture of, is a mug that has, like my Santa mugs or something like that, and then I'll talk about it. Or, hey, my favorite drink now is this coffee my husband got me hooked on, and, talk about the coffee. But that's just a story. That's the story of your time. So so those are just some ideas as well. So I'm going to put this little deck the halls. I'm going to put her in there. And then you could also come in here and, I'm having this thing for little houses. So I'm going to cut out, this is just a scrapbooking page. But I think I could actually use some of these homes as part of my creativeness on that page, because you're decking your house, right? So I'm just adding a couple things here and there. I'm going to add this tree in here, and I don't mind cutting out pages like this, just, because I want to make it as easy as possible for me to complete my journaling and not get in a pattern of, oh, it's just too much. So if you have all these things available to you like this, you're like, oh, look, you already got a kind of a foundation going on here. So I actually was trying to find, I had a smaller one, but this one I think will work. This is one of those little dollar accordion files, like coupon things that you can get from Hobby Lobby. I mean, not Hobby Lobby, but Target. But you can also get them at Staples. They have them everywhere. Or I also thought, your handy dandy little bags, you could put all your little things in here for your journaling here, for your bag. So you could do that and then string your bags together and carry that with you, or have it available. And I was going to take this little guy out because we're doing a special thing for my daughter. I think I already mentioned it, but I loved him. I love gnomes. And so, but we're going to take her and listen to some music. So we can put together. I love that. It doesn't really go that well though, but whoops. You know, I could just go through here and just kind of like find either something that would work, or if you don't find it, that you don't really see anything that does work. But I did have some music notes that I wanted to have available, because I'm telling you what, when you're digging for stuff, I just had them out here. It's hard to keep up with things. Here they are. So I'm going to cut these out because I want to be able to have these available. And I am, you know, I'm the world's worst at putting things away and can't find them. So I'm going to put this together, even though I'm going to cut this bottom off here since we're no longer using those. Get that out of the way. But see, I also have her band concert, which is the 7th. So I could put the music notes and the 22, because we are going to go listen to the band, and my number 7. So let's see here. I don't know if I have a number 7 there. I thought this was kind of cool. You could put this and maybe put a 7 on there. I saw this on a scrapbooking line this year where they had a bunch of like everything added up to 25. So I'm just going to put that one in there. I may use it. I may use the 7 on the back, but I'm going to have that available. So, oh, and you know what? I also have some music paper. So I'm going to go ahead and, oh, that's pretty. It's kind of got a little shimmer to it. I like that. So I may add in maybe like enough to cover the back here. And you can measure it out to however you like it. But I'm going to make sure it fits in here. And that works perfectly on that Cahir size. I'm going to put both of those in there. Let's see if they're going to fit. Oh, not quite. Let me trim it down just a little bit more. So that way I have those readily available. Even though, so I think it'll still fit. Yeah, it'll still fit to cover one side. So that way I'm not digging around looking for music paper. When I know I bought it, I can't find it. Oh my goodness, you know, those kind of things. So those are just some ideas. The other thing that I wanted to do is show you how I'm going to create a tip-in with this. This is my little, like what I want to, I'm going to go through here. I'm going to, actually let me just stop for just a second. I'm going to put my numbers in here. So I have my numbers in case I'm losing things on my desk. The other thing I had that I thought was kind of a fun idea is, I know this year this buffalo plaid is really popular. I'm crazy about it. I bought sheets, okay? That's how crazy I am about this buffalo plaid. And my husband was like, what? See, even this little cute little clip. I love it. So you know, that's a great story. Now, I may include it, I may not, but if I want to, you know, it would be nice to be able to have some of this available. I just love the Santa, so I don't know why I'm putting here with here. So I'm just going to stick this in here because that could be another story, you know, just some backup there. And, oh, I know what I wanted to add. Here's another little sticker that I can cut out and talk about that buffalo plaid if I wanted to. Or it could also just be a great, I want to make sure it fits in there. I'm going to put all this in there because that's great edging. So I'm going to add that to my little folder of stories. Here's some more numbers. I'm going to put those in there just with the other numbers. And you could get real organized with this. I'm just kind of half-heartedly, not half-heartedly, I'm putting my whole heart in it. But I'm just kind of like half, you know, not necessarily putting it in any rhyme or reason or order or anything like that. But you could go in here and actually label them your numbers, but I don't know, you know, especially like I know what I'm going to be doing on some of these days. But I'm also going to take all my little fun things I've created and put those in there because I want to be able to make sure I can find them as well. And I've got these cute clips from Just Stitched. I mean, look how cute that is. I looked at tickets the other day for the Nutcracker, but I'm just going to put these in here, even though I'm really wanting to add that angel to one of my, I'm going to take this out really, because it's just too cute. But this could be something I may add later on, so I'm going to put that in the front. But I just love that. That's so cute. Look at that angel. Is that not perfectly cute? I didn't realize it had two little layers on there. And then I also found these clips that I bought on clearance. I don't even know where I bought them, but how fun are these? They're perfect for Christmas, so I'm going to put those up front too. And then, of course, my deer clip. I'm going to put that up. Oh, and but my Snoopy, you know, I can't go a holiday without my Snoopy, so I'm going to put those in there. So these are just things that I'm gathering that on top of what I've already put together. These are things that are more, I guess, not detailed, I don't know, but more for that particular day. Oh, and I had pulled this out because I love taking photographs of the tree Christmas morning with the lights off and, you know, the gifts. It just looks so pretty, so calm and bright, and I always think about that. So this is something I do want to have for Christmas Day. So I'm going to just stick that in there as well. Okay. Going back to my list. So what I'm going to do with this, and you can use, you know, we see these notepads everywhere. I'm basically going to think about, where's my daily list stuff? You know, actually, what I was thinking about doing is, I was thinking along the lines of, like, my decorating, you know, like different stories here. And so, being that said, I'll pull out my planner here and look at, this is my junkie planner, you guys, so this is where I write everything down. But I just wanted to, like, pull some dates so to make sure I have it correctly. So, we put the tree up the 26th. So I'm going to put November 26th. Trim the tree. And then, let's see here. What was it? With Braz's, where I took the stuff down, it was actually during the week. I want to say it was probably the 21st. November 21st is Deck the Halls, because that's when she decked the halls. And then other things, especially like if you're in the rush of the times and you don't have time to, like, oh, I can't get on the Pinterest, or what was I talking about? And you can go to your folder and you're like, why did I save this stuff? What did I want to talk about? So I'm just going to write down here some, like, little prompts that, for me, what's going on, you know, right now. So the buffalo plaid is definitely a subject matter here in my house, because I have it everywhere. And then, it's just so pretty. And then, you know, I was just trying to think here. Oh, these I should have kind of put, you know, you could have actually, I could have actually made these smaller, but I am going to cut this out because I want to save this. I love this, and I think it would be fun for my daughter too, because she likes to write stories, so it could be, and it's, you know, everything's a story, right? And I also really like these, so I'm going to cut these out as well. And that way, when you're stumped and you don't know what you would like to write about, these just kind of help you along. Sometimes it's just grabbing your camera and grabbing your phone and taking pictures of your silly kitty underneath the tree. I did that too. You know, that could be definitely a story. So I'm going to keep these handy. I could actually pin these into the back of my December Daily album. Cut this down. Or, which I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to put that back here like that. And that way I have these handy and I can reference them without having to get on the computer and those kind of things. But as far as my list of things that have already occurred, I'm going to create a tip-in right here so that I have these with my, and this is my planner that I created for, and I know I've gone over this before, but in case this is your first video to watch, this is the one that I keep up with my December stories. So when it is the hustle and bustle and the craziness, I can come over here and reference, I can write in what I'm going to write about, like especially if there's something that happened that day and I definitely want to document about it. I can just kind of write myself a note, and most of the time I have pictures that are associated with the event, so that works out perfectly. Well, I hope that this was somewhat helpful on ideas for writing, and ideas on if you've already like had Christmas parties or get-togethers or family get-togethers that are related to your holidays, and you want to document them, but they've already happened and they're not happening in December. This is a perfect opportunity to do that. So it's just what I do. I hope it's helpful. Oh, there's my other. Isn't that pretty? I'm like, where can I put this? This is so pretty. I don't want to. Let's add it to my folder here. So yes, actually that was the one that was supposed to be in my folder. So, I have these. I don't want to not use these. They're going to go bad if I don't use them, so I'm going to put them down there. I'm going to have these handy here. I'm going to put these in the front because if I don't use them, they're not going to be any good anymore. But okay, well that's it. That's what I have to show you today. I hope this is inspiring to you on, ways that you can, find stories or document something that's already happened. And, yeah, that's it. Oh, see, I see this other picture. I'm sorry, I can go on and on, but I always like to talk about, this was the day after, but I'm going to call it, I'm going to just do shopping, because we all do shopping, right? And that can be added to my daily, especially, and then this is an idea too, shopping, you can go through your die cuts and find things that are associated with shopping. So this gives you an opportunity so you don't miss out on, look at that cute little ice skating reindeer. So if you do ice skating, that could be something too. Oh, see the presents, that could be something that could be added to your, to that particular, shopping. So that way you use your die cuts and you're not worried about, oh, I wish I would have used that on that page. So anyway, well, thanks for watching, and we're getting close to the end of this series, and I appreciate everyone that is watching this and has left me comments and talked about it, and I just love the fact that it's inspiring you, and thank you very much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow in my next video.